Hi everyone, how's it going? Happy whatever day it is that you're here practicing with me. Today I'm going to be taking you through a quick 15-minute power flow. So get yourself ready. You don't need any props unless you prefer blocks for some of the warrior postures or even in balancing postures. We're going to begin in child's pose, so turning towards the top of the mat. We'll take the knees out nice and wide, bring the big toes together, crawl the fingertips forward. Releasing the face, taking just a few moments here to ground into our practice, prepare the bodies for movement, for energy. This is a great flow to do during lunchtime for that afternoon pick-me-up, or even in the morning to get your energy going, especially if you're running late or just don't have the time to take a full yoga class. Start to be more mindful with the breath here, inhaling into the belly, exhaling out of the mouth. On your next inhale, lift the hips off of the heels, plant the palms under the shoulders. Knees are about hip distance apart. We'll take a minute here. Let's rock the hips from side to side, being mindful of the knees. Starting to create space. And then when you're ready, find stillness. Inhale, draw the belly towards the mat. Lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale as you tuck the tailbone. Gaze comes between the thumbs. Inhale again. And exhale, round. Good. From here, come back to neutral. Crawl the fingertips forward. If you practice puppy pose or melting heart, we're going there now. Lowering the heart, chin, and the chest towards the mat, tenting at the fingertips. If you don't practice this posture, you can always take child's pose. On your next inhale, slowly rise. Palms come under the shoulders, neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under, lift the knees and shins, draw the heels back, lifting through the hips, down dog. Coming into some body waves here. Lift up onto the toes, roll yourself forward, bringing the shoulders beyond the fingertips, high plank. Bend at the knees. We'll send the hips back towards the heels, hovering the shins, and then lifting through the hips. We'll do that again. Rock forward, high plank, bend at the knees, heels towards, hips towards heels. And then inhale, lengthen through the legs, come up on the toes. We'll take two more. Letting your breath guide you. On that last one, find stillness. See if you can plant through the heels a little bit more. Gaze comes to the palms. Walk yourself forward, Uttanasana or forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach fingertips up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, inhale, fingertips overhead. Open the heart and chest towards the right side of the room. Inhale, fingertips overhead. Find a straight spine. Exhale, take it to the other side. This time, inhale, bring palms together overhead. Take a baby back bend. And then coming back to center, we'll exhale as hands come through heart center. Hinging at the hips, bend the knees, forward fold. Step the left foot back and then the right, finding high plank. Take some rocks forward and back here, engaging the core. Body starting to get warm. Holding on to this, find stillness, stack the shoulders over the wrists. Bring the elbows into the ribs. We'll lower halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. On an exhale, roll over the toes, draw the heels to the mat, down dog. Shift your gaze to your hands. This time come up onto the toes, lifting the heels, taking the thighs towards the belly. See if you can hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Fingertips reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend at the knees, hands to heart center, hinge at your hips and fold. Step the left foot back and then the right high plank. Find those rocks forward and back. Channeling your breath, squeezing the core, strong in the shoulders. Find stillness. We'll freeze here, shoulders stack over the wrists. Big breath in, big breath out, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pausing here, take 2 rounds of breath. Breathing out of the mouth to release some of that heat. Gaze comes to the hands. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees. See if you can hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, tent the fingertips. Bend into the knees, sink the glutes down to the mat. Reach your fingertips in front of the shoulders. Deep squat. From here, we're going to inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time as we lift, inhale, reach fingertips overhead. Seeing if you can come to chair pose. Drawing the tailbone towards the heels on the mat. Belly button comes towards the back. Inhale, stand all the way up, palms come together overhead. Exhale, reverse swan dive, forward fold. Press into the palms, step 1 foot back, and then the other high plank. Big breath in. As you breathe out, elbows come into the ribs, lower halfway. Inhale for back bend. Exhale, roll over the toes, down dog. Right foot stays where it is. Inhale the left heel. Bending that left knee, step your foot forward, runner's lunge. From here, press into the left heel, reach fingertips overhead, crescent lunge. From here, we'll inhale, lengthen through that left leg, bring palms together. See if you can take the gaze towards the hands. As we exhale, we'll bend back into that left knee, separate the palms, sink into the hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. From here, open up the arms, pivot the back foot, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reach forward, up and over, right hand to right leg, reverse warrior. One more inhale here. One more exhale, squeeze the core, arms come up and over, cartwheel down to the mat, pivot the back toes. From here, we're gonna come to warrior 3. If you need to, take a baby hop with that back foot first, shift your weight into the left foot, and then come all the way up, floating the right toes off of the mat. Staying here, either using those blocks under the hands or tenting the fingers, or see if you can reach the fingertips towards the back wall. Holding on to it. On your next inhale, come to mountain pose, fingertips reach overhead. Palms come together, exhale, hands through heart center, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Step the left foot back, and then the right high plank. Big breath in. As you breathe out, elbows come to the ribs, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pausing here, take 2 rounds of breath. This time, left heel stays, right heel lifts. Bending your knees, step your foot forward, runner's lunge. Press into that right heel. Inhale, lift arms. Start to lengthen through your right leg. Bring palms together overhead. Gaze follows. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. From here, open up the heart and chest to the left side of the room. Pivot the left toes. Warrior 2. Breathing here. Pivot the right hand towards the ceiling. Reaching forward, up and over, reverse warrior. One more inhale. One more exhale. Squeeze the core. Arms come back up and over. Cartwheel down to the mat. Pivot the back toes. Take that baby hop forward if you need to. Shift your weight into the right foot, tenting the fingertips or finding blocks. When you're ready, inhale, lift the left toes, flexing your foot. Taking hands to heart center, leaving them on the blocks, or maybe reaching fingertips to the back wall. Warrior 3. You're almost there. It's amazing what you can do with the body in so little time. On your next inhale, stand all the way up. Take the feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Right hand to right leg. Inhale, reach the left arm overhead. Letting the breath and the heart start to settle. Finding a deep stretch in that left side body. Inhale as you move up and over, other side, left hand to left leg, right arm overhead. Good, right arm comes up and over, stand tall, fingertips overhead, big stretch. As you exhale, lower the fingertips in front of the shoulders, palms face the floor. See if you can come up onto the toes, starting to bend at the knees. Lowering slow and controlled all the way down. Pausing at the bottom. Release the left hand in front of your legs, the right hand in back. Take the sit bones down to the mat. Slide the feet together, nice tight squeeze around the shins. We're not done yet. From here, slide the palms behind the hips. Fingertips pointing towards the glutes and the heels. Finding a sturdy base here with the hands. We're coming into boat pose. A little bit of core work. Maybe starting here, just lifting one leg. Seeing if from there you can lift both. Taking a big bend at the knees. Palms still rooted in the mat. If this is a little too easy for you, see if you can start to straighten the legs out more. Gaze comes to the toes. And lastly, if you're looking for a little more challenge, reach those arms out to the sides, fingertips towards the front of the mat. I'm shaking. Holding on to the breath. You can do this, we're almost there. Slowly start to lower the heels down to the ground, as well as the back of the head, and then the arms. Whew. You can take Shavasana the traditional way, or slide the soles of the feet together. Take the knees out wide. We'll find Supta Baddha Konasana or supine butterfly. Resting the palms on the insides of the thighs or the hips. Taking just just a moment here for the breath to settle, the heart rate to slow. Being proud of yourself for making even those few moments, that 15-minute flow for yourself today. Hopefully allowing this class, this one positive decision in your day, to set a chain reaction for the rest. When you're ready, bring yourself to a comfortable seat. Taking the hands together at heart center, and then bringing the thumbs to the sternum or the center of the chest. We'll close the eyes, relaxing the face. The light within me honors the light within all of you. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.